This is the CBS Evening News. Dan Rather reporting. Good evening. Thousands of soldiers and police are patrolling the capital of Venezuela tonight. They're trying to keep the peace after 3 days of bloody riots, touched off by government-ordered price increases. The toll in Venezuela, at least 200 dead, hundreds more injured. CBS News correspondent Juan Vazquez is on the scene in Caracas.
Scattered firefights were still raging in sections of the capital today. The soldiers exchanged fire with a sniper for the better part of an hour as armored cars threaded their way through the narrow streets of this working-class neighborhood to surround the building. The beleaguered government of Venezuela, shocked by the fury of this week's riots, brought an additional 9 infantry battalions into Caracas to gain the upper hand, but sporadic fighting continued in some areas. Even under the state of siege, there were a few outbreaks of vandalism, too. This mob was so brazen they looted a grocery store while police stood by and watched helplessly. Hundreds of store owners have been wiped out. It was a popular mutiny, said the owner of this burned-out hardware store. Now, I'm left with nothing. The government claimed most of the city was under control, except for a few pockets of resistance. The rioting was sparked by price increases designed to help Venezuela repay its huge foreign debt, but the price of austerity has been political chaos. The rioters are sending a message to Washington as well.
The rigid position of U.S. government has been the main factor that has created all these tensions in the relations between creditors and debtors.
As President Perez said yesterday, these measures are the measures of the government of Venezuela and not the measures imposed from abroad.
The riots left much of the capital looking like a huge garbage dump that could take weeks to clean up. Cleaning up the political and economic mess will take longer. Until this week, Venezuela was considered the region's showcase democracy. The fear of other Latin American leaders is that if this sort of political violence can happen here, it can happen in their countries as well. Juan Vazquez, CBS News, Caracas.